What's up, guys? I'm back with part 2 of why the Tri-Truth Group is so great. September 4th. This is just one of the part 1 and part 2 will only count as one video. It's 1 o'clock, guys. I had no customers up till, well, I said it's almost 12, and I've had all the customers in the last hour. So shout out to all the customers. Anyways, we were talking about why the Tri-Truth Group is so great, guys. And one of the reasons, is definitely because you are able to sell and buy things. But why it's so special is because of the relationships you make and that you're able to maybe sometimes buy things back. So I know we've all bought things and sold things and wish we could have bought them back. There's been items that I have sold and bought back. There's been items that other people that I know have sold and have bought back. That 3.2 millimeter heavy link that we were talking about, guys, I know that I was in depth about it. 18 karat, had it chopped to 23 inches because if I just want something on, it's a perfect chain, subtle, everything. And then we were talking about how my wife got it to me the day it was cut with my daughter's birthday, and it was also the day my dad passed away, and I was wearing that chain. Well, I sold it, and I've regretted it. I've gone back over and I've thought about other chains I've sold, and have I really regretted any of those? And I don't think so. But I regretted selling this one. I've been back and forth. So I sold it to a really cool guy named Diego, and part of the Tri-Truth Group. And I reached out to him and I said, hey, how are you liking the chain? He absolutely loved it. I said, okay, cool. Any way you would want to sell it or trade it back. Of course, I wouldn't ask to buy it for what I sold it to you for. Gold has gone up and stuff, and plus, whatever. And super cool dude to work with. Okay, guys, if you see Diego in the Tri-Truth Group, have no, resolve or anything like that, or, don't stag. Don't sit on doing a deal with him. He's a very cool guy. He worked with me. And so I was like, well, maybe I can get you a chain, but I don't want to get you a chain, that's not worth as much, just because I'm going to have to, maybe I can get you a new chain. Maybe I'm going to, maybe we can do something like that, something that's never been worn so that you can start your own story, because I have mine with the 3.2. So we looked and we had talked about rope chains and stuff. The 4 millimeter rope is what we both fell on, 18 karat, from Jacoji.com, one of the Peruvian ones. Guys, we both at the same time kind of messaged each other and was like, what would you do if you do the trade on a 22 inch? And we filled the deal because it was a little more expensive. It was more expensive for me, but of course I'm buying the chain back and gold had gone up. And he had lost, I think it was 2 grams of gold weight compared to what the heavy link was at 23 inches. Seems like it was 36 and then the rope's 34 or something like that. But he was cool with that because I sent him the box and the card with my heavy link, and I do call it mine now because he's coming home, but it said 26 inches, so it didn't match. I was like, I kind of talked to him and he agreed that you're getting a brand new chain, you're getting one that you can start your legacy with, and it's going to come with a matching card and everything that's going to be, strictly for that. And that's what we did, guys. And that day he went which was a couple days ago, yesterday maybe? I think it was no, not yesterday. I was off Tuesday. And he mailed the 3.2 millimeter heavy link back to me and sent me tracking. And he did it. I told him that if he did it early enough, because where we're both located, I'd probably get it a day earlier. Fingers crossed. It says Saturday delivery, which it has. Fingers crossed, because it is in the town over, that I may get it delivered tomorrow. I may have that 3.2. Now, waiting on his new chain to ship, which that was one of the things too we kind of discussed about, hey, I don't, if I'm buying this, on you, or buying this for you, sorry, and it's, we're doing the trade here, I'm, this is kind of like you sending it, me receiving the item and buying it, even though I'm at his mercy really for doing this deal with me. And guys, I'm gonna get this chain, and I know that at least if I sell it, at least I have the opportunity to wear it. I know what I have now. I know that I missed it, and just to rock it. So if I were to wear it with this, again, this is a flat link and a round link. Is it going to look good? A lot of people say your round link or your rope or whatever, or heavy should be the longer one, and your flat should be. I don't care. I don't care. They're very special to me. I love this chain. And when I look at the flash and the shine, I think the two shiniest chains that I have are these Jacoji Curves, or baby curves, okay, from Jacoji, and that heavy link. And I've had it, and when I sold it, the plan was to get that 22-inch, 2.7 millimeter, and 22 karat, which I did. And guys, especially if you're a smaller individual, that is the way to go. However, I got that 3.2 back, and for me being to my size, I just absolutely love it. The weight on it, I think it was 36 grams. I noticed that, you know, I've seen that Mike from the Tri-Truth had ended up buying one, and he's super happy with it. Looking for pendants. It's just a really cool chain. And, you know, the rope chain is iconic. If you've seen any of my videos, you know that it is, I rank it as the #1 chain that there is. I, you know, like it, love it, or leave it. That's what I kind of have done with it. But that's the great thing about the Tri-Truth, guys. There have been people that have gotten taken advantage of. We step up as a community. We do the reference checks. We check on everybody. You know, if you do somebody right, you know, you will be done right. And that's great. That's the perfect kind of community that we're in. So that'll wrap up this version. I just kind of wanted to let everybody know that story. It's not really a reference check, but it's kind of a just pinpointing that this deal was done. It's on its way. And guys, I watched that video. So that's what I was talking about. I watched that video of how do I say goodbye. I looked so flippin' depressed the whole time. I looked sad. And I made a comment in the video, this is the last time that you'll see me wearing this chain, that I'm actually sold it and I'm shipping it out to Diego. And I'm glad I got it to Diego, because I'm glad that Diego is getting a brand new 18 karat 4mm rope chain from Jacoji.com. Before the Peruvian ones are gone, and that we may be just getting domestic chains, and you know, those are fine too, but getting that brand new one, that shiny, I mean, rope chains, guys, we all know, I mean, a lot of people say they outshine everything, and there's probably not an argument to that, especially 4mm, because yeah, the bigger chains, the bigger rope chains have bigger gashes in them, diamond cuts, right? So yeah, they shine a little differently big time that way, because there's more, you know, finish, kind of like this. There's more finish on the side for them to shine on, for that light to reflect. However, the smaller ones, like I did that video earlier on the 2.5, that 4mm, buddy, it's just going to sit there and dance. It's going to glimmer, because it may roll, it may do whatever, but it's going to look great, and you're going to love it. It's very good for pendants. It has the lobster clasp that, if I believe it will have the lobster clasp that will be symmetrical, and so that's perfect for pendants. And not only that, you sent me back something that was very sentimental to me, and I am forever grateful. So guys, you know, that's kind of why we've done these last couple of videos, is so that you know, I've done the videos before so that you know what to buy, so you're not in these predicaments. Now I'm really looking for forever things. You know, buying and bouncing around is fun, but sometimes that gives me anxiety. All the times it gives me anxiety. I'm happy to know that I can put on a couple things, and even though I think it looks sloppy today, I'm probably going to be happy with it tomorrow, because I've been through it. So that's what's up. Make sure that you really don't want something before you sell it, even though you may be like, oh, I'm going to sell this now and then go buy something else. That's something else. The grass may not be greener on the other side. It may be very brown. It may be that Bobby Brown, that ragweed, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, guys, just have a really good day. Stay blessed, and we are almost there, my friends.